X-O Manowar is starting a new story arc, Dead Hand, pitting Valiant's Man Out of Time against a horde of mindless alien robots. Now this arc, from Robert Venditti and Diego Bernard, is meant to be a jumping on point for new readers. But like much of X-O Manowar's run, the seeds of this story can be traced back to earlier stories. So let's take a look at what we know so far. So we're going to really dive into the origins of X-O Manowar in a future video. But for now, here's the short version. Eric of Dacia is a 5th century Visigoth warrior. An alien race known as the Vine come to Earth, capturing Eric and his people and enslaving them on their ship. The Vine worship an artifact they call Shanhara. In an escape attempt, Eric comes in contact with Shanhara, which forms itself around him, revealing it to be a powerful alien armor. Eric overthrows his captors and escapes. Presumably due to the time dilation of faster-than-light travel, Eric returns to Earth in the modern day. Today he wields his incredible power to serve as a protector of Earth. Still with me? Good. So the title Dead Hand appears to take its name from the Cold War-era Soviet nuclear system that was based around using a dead man switch to launch missiles if Soviet leadership was taken out or unable to retaliate. You know, like in that show Lost with the numbers they had to enter every 108 minutes or else the show became indecipherable? If you've been reading X-O Manowar going back to issue 30, you've been seeing these short little stingers at the end of each issue, showing in ever-expanding scope a massive robot army that has become active. In the stinger for issue 32, we see a dead alien hand lying in the foreground while a computer in the background begins transmitting, likely activating the robots as a type of failsafe. The dead hand lying on the ground appears to belong to a character we've seen before in the crossover event Armor Hunters. In a nutshell, the story of the Armor Hunters involved a group of intergalactic warriors who considered man-o'-war armors to be a deadly plague. Squads of hunters were dispersed throughout the cosmos, destroying all armors they found in their wake. Leading the effort was a commander known as Control, who recruited and deployed soldiers into the Armor Hunter ranks. And it's this character we appear to see in the lead-up to the Dead Hand story, which makes a lot of sense. Throughout the Armor Hunters crossover, the warriors that descended to Earth would often speculate that they were the last of their ranks, having had no communication with Control in some time despite continuing to submit mission reports. So it looks like there are probably two possibilities here. One, somebody killed Control, setting off the Dead Hand mechanism. Two, Control has been dead the whole time, and the only thing stopping the Dead Hand activation has been the mission reports being filed by the last Armor Hunters before they met their unfortunate ends. Either way, the robot army appears to be a last resort of the Armor Hunter Corps. Or I'm completely wrong. I guess we'll find out. Another interesting item of note is, where are the Dead Hand army headed? In the final pages before the storyline kicks off, it appears they may be headed to the homeworld of the Vine, the alien race that enslaved Eric. Whether this is the destination for the invading force or merely a stop on the way to Earth remains to be seen. And that'll do it this week on the Valiant Comics Review. What do you think will happen in Dead Hand? Go ahead and let us know in the comments. And be sure to subscribe to never miss a video, or follow us on Twitter @ValiantReview.